Oh, this is great. Michael is all over the place trying to catch Rahal. Took a lunge down the inside, you saw it. Then the car began to get away from him.
And he does it. He gets down under the inside. I find that hard to believe. I would have thought he lost it.
They may make. Now, Michael is clearly faster than Jack Villeneuve at the moment, but Al Unser Jr. is still the fastest car in the race.
Oh, there's the move as Michael comes to the inside, pushes Jacques to the outside. Michael Andretti takes the lead of the race.
This moment, but Villeneuve has track position, but he is hanging on by the skin of his teeth. I don't know how long he can hang on here. Look at that right front again.
30 laps into the book right now. Al Unser Jr. pulls alongside on the main straight. Drag race right down that pit straight across the line. Villeneuve still has the nose, and he pulls away in the corner. Look how everybody closes in under braking. That's got to be scary on board. Now we're with Robbie Gordon, and Villeneuve locks the brakes again. As Al tries to get around him, this time he gets a close nose on him, gets alongside him, and in the tunnel, Al Unser Jr. gets around. And Robbie Gordon's moving to the inside as well. Boy, look at his whole gang bottled up behind here. Jack is in serious.
Consequently, that lightweight allowed him to push the fastest lap just up another little bit, 107 plus miles an hour. Now he locks him up.
Oh! Al Unser Jr. locks him up. Green in Vancouver, they've had a couple of stops. Michael Andretti, Al Unser Jr. under the full course yellow, and Raul Boesel is 14th, trying to hold off his position, but look at the battle for the lead as Unser Jr. comes around Michael Andretti, and little Al now has the lead of the race.
Paul Tracy's the next man behind him. There he is. He's got Gordon behind him. Gordon, one of the few front-running Goodyear runners.
Oh, come on, Gordy.
Goodyear runners who's still on the softer of the Goodyear tires. Look at this.
Boy, Robbie Gordon in trouble 3 different
reasons, though.
Ever remember with that move by Rahal, having to go into the pits as Rahal comes around Johansson and stays there. So he gets around Johansson. Race in second. Now Robbie Gordon being challenged right at the end here by Stefan Johansson. Let's see if he can hold him off. Rahal moves inside of Johansson and challenges Johansson, but can't. P.J. Jones, here comes Pappas. Pappas inside more. Whoa, close through the corner. They hang on side by side. Boy, Moore really fought back on that fourth place, Marty Reed. Yeah, take a look at this. Montoya trying to get up through the field, now makes his move on Tracy, and that brings Franchitti in contact with Tracy. Franchitti comes way down on the inside, a battle with Paul Tracy. Let them in last year. Here it is again. Franchitti and Tracy get together, second and third place, both in trouble.
And then we have an oil leak, so it was unfortunate because we were running really strong, and we were looking for a top 5, top 4. The car was pretty.
Oh, Montoya gets way high.
And yet, now here he comes again.
Montoya looking at PJ once again. Now he's going to try it on the outside. Very, very close. Watch those wheels. Gets past.
And we're back to green racing.
Green flag comes out. That's Max Pappas making the move down the inside on P.J. Jones. Side by side now is Franchitti down inside of P.J. Jones. Helio Castroneves just behind him. And Greg Moore. Michael Andretti is the leader.
We saw Dario all the way down on the rumble strips again. It was almost an exact duplicate of the incident with Paul Tracy a little earlier.
Oh, man, look at this. Look at this as Castroneves pokes his nose right in there and stays. So Castroneves, if there was an argument about Franchitti, it's over now.
This is the Saturday night main event. This is the sprint, Paul.
Castroneves makes a move on P.J. Jones, and he gets him. Boy, Castroneves is flying.
They only need enough to get to lap 236.
Castroneves tries it on Max Pappas. He is passed. Castroneves moves to third. Castroneves tucks in, picks up the tool from Moreno, moves to the inside. Boy, that looked very, very easy.
He's keeping track.
Making the move now on Pappas. Franchitti comes inside.
Race's quickest laps right now is that man right there, Dario.
Franchitti moves on Roberto Moreno, and he takes over third place. Just ahead of the leaders now. Castroneves is there. He gets a tow, tries, darts out, doesn't do it. Now there's some traffic ahead. They come off of the corner. Michael Andretti roars toward the finish line, and Michael Andretti takes his 38th victory.
This place was always very confrontational, but just even more so now with all the drivers trying to go for the same spot.
That piece of front wing can puncture a tire.
Yeah, I'm going to make it
not his.
If that hangs on. Down into turn 7. Look at the side-by-side action.
Not on the outside. And now he has the inside.
Tony Kanaan. That's Tristan Vautier right alongside. Whoa, and he got close.
That will be for avoidable contact, which he did when he went into the back of the 12 of Willpower.
And look at Conway slice his way through. That's Charlie Kimball and Dario Franchitti. He made it look easy. It is easy. At 18, look at this. This is all top 4. And Charlie Kimball going after Dario Franchitti. And he's got it.
Leaving Conway back up on point.
Vautier taking a look, and he's going to try and go for the lead, and he has it. So Tristan Vautier, the rookie, gets around Tony Kanaan.
Well, it's interesting because Vautier during this race has not been saying that his car is that good. He's kind of been struggling with it.
That much luck this season, but right now Charlie Kimball's looking.
Oh, hang on.
And
Down
aggressive.
Can he make it stick? It looks like for the first time. Here we go, down the straightaway. This time Pagenaud has the inside line, and he's going to take the spot. And here we go, 3 wide. Hang on, this could get dicey.
And this was because of where the pit exit is.
Oh, Conway on the outside. Looks like he's made it. Vautier almost lost it. Here comes Graham Rahal.
Well enough.
Nope. Well, he's going to have to do it under braking, and he's got him, and he is going to finish the
Green flag is out. Here we go again. Whoa, close fight back there as Kenny Breck tries to come up through this field just as fast as he can and goes around Michel Jourdain Jr.
Dropping down to
Nakano moves on Tony Kanaan, tries for the lead.
This series is in all aspects.
Nakano steps out and sees this move on Christian Fittipaldi.
Exit speed and horsepower. He goes around Christian Fittipaldi on the outside of the King. A very, very prodigious move.
Jimmy Vasser was next.
Once again, remember, these strategies are now playing.
How Breck got by Paul Tracy. Well, let me tell you.
Paul Tracy said you can have it, but if you want it, you're going to work for it, Kenny.
Kenny Breck drops back a little bit. Kenny Breck moves to the inside. Now takes the sweep to the outside. Doesn't look like it's going to happen for Breck, but it will happen for Scott Dixon. The rookie becomes the 46th driver to win in cars.
He's come down at turn 1, and he's also passed by 3 or 4 other cars. Clearly problems for Helio Castroneves.
And Tracy's just got past Andretti, so Tracy's on the charge. Paul Tracy moves up into 3rd. He's come back out onto the circuit, and in fact now it seems to be going much better. There, meanwhile, is the battle between Andretti and Tracy, and it looks as though Andretti's just got back past Tracy.
For a position on the racetrack.
Well, this could really turn things upside down. Max Papis and Robbie Gordon having a little battle there, side-by-side stuff. This was in 16th position. They're all fight. Oh, Gordon there. I don't know if there was contact, but they got completely crossed up. Gordon loses a load of places as a result of that. And it's all going on as the rain comes down. And he goes off backwards. PJ lost it. Now, he wasn't running up front there, but that was a battle for position versus Tracy versus De Ferran battling for 2nd place, and De Ferran's gone into 2nd place. So a change of place, a slight advantage for the Goodyear users, but Michael Andretti is on Firestones, remember, but he's fighting away past Paul Tracy as they come past us. So Michael Andretti is on a charge as well. Tracy coming back at him. Tracy comes back at Michael Andretti. Great racing here, swapping and changing and back again, and Tracy's got into that 3rd place, lead away past his teammate Greg Moore. Doesn't want to take any chances though. We've seen enough of teammates taking each other off, and in fact Moore's got extremely wide, so Patrick didn't have to do anything special, although Moore has come out of that corner very quickly, so he might get a chance to get back at him into turn number 3. I think Carpentier's got it. No, Moore comes back. Always a racer, and Carpentier stays with him around the outside. Careful, boys, careful. Don't do anything silly now. And again, Carpentier and Greg Moore, wheel-to-wheel stuff between these two, and great racing between the teammates. This race, basically from the start, had to lift off a bit there through the chicane. Now that might give Gilles de Ferran an opportunity down into turn number 1. He goes down the inside. He goes for the move. Montoya sensibly doesn't try and battle it too hard, and Montoya sliding around as he tries to grab the next gear. restart from Montoya, brilliant. He is so quick on these restarts, and Montoya is going for it, as you would expect. Montoya goes for it down the inside into turn 1, but has he carried too much speed in? Perfectly judged, but De Ferran on the exit tries to get him on the way out of turn 1, and they are side by side as they accelerate through the kick up towards turn 3, and a restart again from Juan Montoya.
It's a problem for the Goodyear runners. It was for Gilles De Ferran last week, and apparently so here right now as well. Look at Michael Andretti sliding there, and there goes Paul Tracy taking full advantage. Great move by Paul Tracy. Ooh, sliding wide there.
Well, this is great. Look at that. Michael gets back at Paul Tracy. And crosses 2.4 seconds behind in second. Then it's Michael and Robbie Gordon trying to get past Alonso Jr. And that's for position. Robbie is flying here today, and Robbie Gordon has just moved up into 5th. And obviously enjoying these conditions. In fact, Robbie's had some good runs here in the past at the Cleveland track, and now he's down the inside of Tracy. Oh, and he's made the move beautifully. Beautiful move from Robbie Gordon, and that puts him up into 4th position now. Now, can Tracy come back at him into turn 1? I don't think so. Not quite close enough. Robbie defending into turn 1, but may have taken too much speed in. Gets on the power, accelerates cleanly, and Tracy gets back alongside it. This is racing, this is motorsport at its best. And Tracy now, I think, oh no, not quite. Gordon takes the wide line in, and they just both sneak through turn 3 with Gordon still ahead in the battle.
Better to park the car and, go into Elkhart Lake where we know we got a good shot of winning.
Time to move on to the next race.
Now look at this, Brian Herta's got up the inside of Alonso Jr. Herta battling for position as well, fast in front, streaking away up front again. It's incredible to watch, but here's Herta. Brian Herta up the inside of Paul Tracy into turn 3, side by side. Oh, almost contact between them. Gets it crossed up, gets it back again. Still side by side as they head up towards turn 5. Herta's got the inside. Tracy will try to go around the outside. Who is going to get in front? Herta just sneaks in front, but Tracy now comes back to the outside. This is fabulous racing, and just what we want to see here. Great stuff. Gordon versus Herta, and Gordon now can't seem to match the pace now that the track is drying out, and he can't hold off either of them. Herta, Tracy goes through as well. I wondered for a moment whether Gordon was going to shut the door completely on Tracy, but he didn't, and you can see Gordon's car really does not look so good in these conditions as it did when it was more slippery. Alonso Jr. goes ahead of Herta. Tracy's got ahead of Herta. Unser's in there. Carpentier trying to get past as well. So I don't know where that happened, but somewhere Paul Tracy at last, and now Unser's got past Herta.
Yeah, Herta seemed to be slow coming off the final corner here. Not quite sure. Maybe he just made a mistake there, but he gets back alongside and inside Alonso Jr., but slides wide again, and Unser retakes the position.
Once again, you see the crossover there as they go through the right and then the left. If you go into that too quick, then you pay the penalty on the next corner.
He's not only managing to keep up, he's putting Hinchcliffe under a lot of pressure. Here comes Rahal. There goes Rahal.
Yep. The power down. Now coming up to the front stretch. Will he try here? He will.
Oh, that is so close. I have not seen anybody pass a car going into that corner.
The opportunity to push it and get some more power.
There comes Hunter Ray down the inside. Ray, Tony Kanaan, Graham Rahal with a move back there. And Tony Kanaan's coming back. No, he decides not to.
This is when you're driving so hard, just trying to get the power down the ground.
There's
Tony
Kanaan.
says, I will surprise you. Graham Rahal now going to have a look at Ryan Hunter-Ray. Ryan Hunter-Ray does not seem to be able to get the power down very well. We saw Dixon looking on Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe went for the inside line to give a tight line. Same with Juan Pablo Montoya. Look at everybody
Rahal was
slide
sideways
around.
going in.
And on the inside, Ryan Hunter-Ray in the yellow DHL car up over the curve.
In the 11, who just lost about 3 or 4 spots in that one lap. Green and white car. We'll follow up on that in a minute. There's a pass. Tony Kanaan through Juan Pablo Montoya. Kanaan in the black machine moves up a position.
Drop 1 overtake remaining.
And Rahal tries the outside on Montoya. And here comes Montoya back.
Just a Formula One style.
Do that too long, you have no grip at all.
Left or right? Which way are we going to go?
Left.
We're going to go left. But Montoya's on the inside.
Outside.
There needs to be patient here. Start to set up going down the straight.
Race leaders in the pit. Elio Castroneves is on the pit lane. James Hinchcliffe also comes in on the pit lane. While we watch Graham Rahal work over one. Tony Kanaan ahead of them on the track. That's big. Wilson and Andretti.
And Justin Wilson, that Boy Scouts of America car, side by side. Who's going to brake later? We touch, we bump.
John Hurd reports the track as being very slippery and maybe some fluid down there. Green flag and Redon leading us into turn 1 and Differan passing the 44 of Alex Barron taking second place. And Ward is 4th, Giafoni 5th. And we're on board with Hornish. Barron has fallen from 2nd to 6th after a disastrous restart. And Hornish on the rev limiter there. And Hornish has got a run on him. Just hitting the rev limiter there. Oh, Eddie Cheever, 36.35 laps to go, and Differan moving through. Scheckter also. And really pushing here, challenging, having a look down the inside. Hornish taking the high line, hitting the rev limiter. Just having a look round the outside. Can't do it this time. Absolutely determined that he is. Has another look. 6 to go then. Hornish on the inside of Giafoni. That was so close. Thought there was going to be contact there. Not a bit of it. No, that's just going to play in the hands of Differan. He's starting to put a bit of gap between himself. Hornish, desperate for that second place, has a look once again down the inside. Can he make it stick this time? Yes, he does. He's into second place. Hornish all over the back of Differan, has a look at the outside, goes on the inside and makes it stick. 2 to go and Hornish has taken the lead. Fantastic stuff, very elementary, beautiful. Hornish looking for it, wanting it. He says number 1, and he is tonight at least.